And we're live, I believe. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday morning? Let's move this laptop a little bit here. I hope everything is coming through. You guys can see me and hear me. Start this radio off a little bit. Hello, got about 3 people there. Just please let me know if everything's okay. I've got a new mug. Mr. Budget and Leggett. Mr. Leon. Just trying out my new mug for the first time. So yeah. What would you like to talk about? My last video. My last video. Oh, good. Thanks, Grass. English mechanic in Spain. Whoa, it's pretty good. Rob was in Greece for a while. I think he was doing pretty well. How's things up there in Spain? Yeah, so the last video, obviously I'm trying to upload videos like at the beginning of the week or at the weekend generally. And because it was a long video, I uploaded to YouTube. And then I went to check. I didn't watch the video. I watched it on Friday about 2:30 in the morning because I was going to be out for the whole day. And I realized at the end of the video, it just cut short. And I did try to render the video again, and it failed again. It actually took about 45 minutes to render that 40 minutes video. And then when I went to look, it rendered about a minute. So the file was a minute long. So obviously there's an issue with, I believe it's my laptop. It's getting a bit old now. It's struggling a little bit. So I thought, I don't want to miss the upload for Friday. So I just left as it was. And in the description, if you're interested, I know most people don't watch the end of the videos anyway, but if you're really interested, I left a link in the description and also a pinned comment where I rendered the last 2 minutes of the video, which cut off short. And so if you want to see the end, is there. I had quite a few comments there. Obviously, I was out for the whole day. I actually got home about 7 o'clock the next day. And I went straight to bed. But the car's fixed. It fixed the car. I spoke to the guy, and I was a little bit worried about one because it was pretty messed up. But the vacuum solenoid there for the turbo fixed the car, so happy with it. Okay, so Grass, good and busy. I bet you are. Rob was in Greece. He was saying that he was even busier than he was in UK. So Fábio Freitas, opa, estamos todos online aqui em BH, mas já acompanhando. Wash hands. Right, okay. All right, so that's a comment in Portuguese there, my own language. So he's in the state of Belo Horizonte. That's what, or that's a city actually, the state of Minas Gerais, where my dad was actually born. Yeah, good to know, mate. Yeah, wash your hands, all the time here. That was a bit of a strange one. I haven't had one of these with Premiere Pro for a long time, but in this specific video, I don't know if it was because it was a bit long, 40 minutes of rendering, something went wrong. But I have noticed my laptop, when I edit videos, sometimes they give me like messages of the memory, the cache memory, and I have cleared the cache memory and everything else. But every so often, even when I'm editing videos, I have to keep saving, and then at some point, halfway through, turn the computer off. I'll let it sit for 5 minutes. I'll come back on, let it finish the rest of the editing, and then I'll turn it off again, and then I start exporting. Otherwise, it fails every single time. So I'm blaming the laptop. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right or not, but I think it's a laptop issue. Um, Terry, hi mate. How's it going? Yeah, it's all good. It's going well. Let's see, Terry here. It's not Terry Weber, is it? Or T5 Jerry. Sorry, not Terry. T5 Jerry. Yeah, so that was a bit of a weird one, to be honest with you. Afternoon, mate. 125 SM. How you doing? All right, so it's not Terry Weber. Okay. I've got a good friend of mine. It's called Terry Weber. I thought it was him, maybe. Um, and yeah. So it was a bit of a strange one, because obviously a lot of people are, well, not a lot of people, maybe few people interested to see what happens at the end of the video, because I let the cat sit for a while. Couldn't wait the amount of time that I wanted to, because I had a really busy week last week, and this was about 1:30, 2 o'clock, I believe, 2 o'clock, I believe, and still had like 4 cars to work on, and I had to go to Southampton to get parts, which is an hour away, the round trip, so half an hour there, half an hour back. Oh, hello. Oh, Terminal 5. Wow. I've been, is that Heathrow, Terminal 5? I've been there, I don't know if you know it, but um, I worked as a taxi driver for 12 years, so I know Terminal 5 really well. I've been there so many times. 125 SM, all good. And yourself? Yeah, all good, mate. Just Sunday, just tidying up the place, because I wasn't here Friday, and I came here yesterday just to change like a fuel pump on a Volkswagen 2017, but it was noisy as hell. So the guy actually bought one from GPS, and I came and installed it. And then I did a full service oil change, and then I left everything on the floor, all the tools, and I just run. Yeah. Oh yeah, Terminal 5. Oh, Heathrow, correct. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been there. What's happening with Terminal 1? Terminal 2 now is Elizabeth Terminal, the Elizabeth Terminal, I guess. Terminal 1 is disabled for a while now. 125 SM, I'm based in Dorset, Bournemouth. So it's like south of England. Great channel. See you later. Gotta go and fly a plane. Oh, that's cool. I wish I had the skills to do that. I love aircraft. In fact, if I was a young lad, 14, 15, I would probably, I've said that to my wife so many times, I would definitely try to get into a career of maybe aircraft mechanic or something like that. That's what I would love to do. But yeah, have a good one. Have a great flight. I'll see you soon at some point. All right, so you're from Sussex, all right? My wife is actually from, I believe, West Sussex. She was born in Pagan, which is like Bognor Regis and Way. What was the other one? Bognor, and then you have Chichester, I believe. So she's from, she was born in Pagan, around that area. Weymouth is about 32 miles from here. But it depends the way that you went. You're very close. You'd go past like Ringwood and Ferndown and carry on. Oh, East Sussex, right? Okay. Yeah. So that's east. Team Jumbo, hello man, nice to chat you. Yeah, we're here. Good vibes from Nigeria. Nice to hear. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, so is this Sussex? I thought it was West Sussex. I don't know why. Don't know why. Yeah, but she, I think she lived there until she was probably about 3, and then because her dad was in the Air Force, she just lived everywhere. Like Kenya, Singapore, and she kept moving about uh, throughout her life, really, until my father-in-law left the Air Force, and then they settled in Southampton area. So, you from East Sussex? Sorry, sorry, yeah. So, what are you guys? We all doing on this Sunday afternoon? Anything interesting happening? Well, at least I can see the comments today, because the other day this program failed. StreamYard, it's pretty good, but in fact, I'm gonna copy this link if anyone wants to come on to have a chat. Just be respectful, no swearing as always, and that sort of thing. So the link is there if anyone wants to come on. And just chilling on a Sunday afternoon. Yeah, man, I'm just gonna tie you up here. I just finished filming a video, and well, not finishing a video. The video is actually edited, but I wanted to just do a little bit at the end. So I've recorded quite a few days now, but I just wanted to do a little bit more. And at the end, so I've done a little bit of a few clips, and it's done. And then I'm gonna go home, probably crack a beer, and finish editing, which shouldn't take very long, and then put it on YouTube. Okay. Oh, bear o'clock, right? Bear o'clock in Spain. Well, what's the weather back in Spain today? Is it pretty good? Oh man, I love to have a bit right now. I've got to drive home. The shop is about 10 minutes. It's not far from the house, but yeah, probably gonna crack a beer, finish the editing, put it into YouTube, and then do the thumbnail and that sort of thing. It takes a bit of time. Yeah, I'm still at work offshore, actually. No days off. All right, so what do you do? Are you on a ship or on something like that? On a ship? Hot and sunny. Oh man, you're so lucky. It's sunny here in the UK. It's 27 degrees. It's sunny here in the UK, but definitely not 27 degrees. But hot tub is calling. Jeez, amazing. I love hot tubs, especially when it's really cold. Really cold, not nice hot tub, nice beer, perfect. Yeah, I miss the hot weather, man. I have to say, I miss Brazil in that instance. Uh, yeah, I think you live a much better life in a hot climate, I believe. Oh, you glad you left UK? Where are you originally from in UK? And how long have you left? How long have you been in Spain? Never been to. Well, the only time I went to Spain was to do a connection in Barcelona once, and I came out of the airport because I had to wait for 6 hours. So came out the airport and just had a wander around. But actually, I think I think I missed my connection because my previous flight, when I left Brazil to Spain, the flight was delayed in Brazil. So when I got to Spain, my connection was gone, so I had to rebook it for the next one. And it was 3 hours or 3 or 6 hours away. So I came out of the airport and I had a wander around, just, to have for some Barcelona fresh air. Norwich, 6 years ago. Wow, man. And how did you go? Did you go quite smooth? Did you have any family there or something? It's quite a big change when you, when you go to another country. But yeah, Norwich. Yes, Norwich is kind of. I know where it is in the UK. It's by the sea as well, wasn't it? Norwich. Got to go. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks, mate. Yeah, have a good one. Enjoy the hot tub. Mr. Gibby, how are you? I'm okay, mate. I hope things are you okay today on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I've been really busy this week. I've seen there's a couple of videos for you there that I've got to watch, and I've got to catch up on my YouTube feed here. But glad to see you here. It's an FPSO, floating production storage and offloading. I'm an instrument technician, but when I'm on time off, enjoy fixing cars. All right, okay, that sounds interesting. Yeah, generally when you have to stay on for so long and just not days off is generally on a oil rig or ship or something like that, because can't lose time really. When in those places, there's nothing to do. If you're day off, you're just gonna be there anyway, aren't you? So, all right. So moved over with my wife and son. Started self-employment straight away. So as I mentioned, I was a mechanic. Do you want flock to me? Do you have a garage there now? I don't know. Maybe I have a Spanish holiday in the sun. Fix some Spanish cars. Never know. Well, that's good. Everyone flocked to me. Yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of. I feel like I have enough cars here at the minute. Uh, I have some plans for the future, obviously with electric cars and maybe have an MOT center. But and I'm looking into get the MOT certification at the minute to be able to do MOTs and yeah. So there's some. There's some plans for the near future. Hopefully, in a year time, maybe 2 years. But in 2 years' time, I would love to have a proper MOT station, let's say. So I'm trying to get obviously more experience. Excuse me, trying to get more experience, and obviously, I feel like I'm just starting. I feel like a baby. A lot of hurdles to get over, but we keep tracking and keep learning, keeping fixing things, breaking things, getting things right, making mistakes. That's all. I hope that comes through with the channel, you know. But yeah, enjoying it at the minute. All right, sorry, it's a serious dictation. I thought it was. Well, my English sometimes can be a little bit slow, but I thought that was flock to me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Have you received your fill piece yet? Yes, I have, and I haven't filled up anything yet. I've just turned it on and messed with it just to learn all the settings and how to change things. But I'll show you. I think I can show you here. See if the laptop doesn't mess up too much. It's actually on the car there. Can you see it? So yeah, it seems pretty solid, to be honest. See if we can put it on. There we go. And I've got all the hoses there. Just some cheap ones to start with. It's running out of money. So some cheap hoses there, and the couplings and stuff. Um, I have the vacuum pump. Sorry for the mess here. This bench is a mess, but I've got the vacuum pump there, and I've got the thick 3.8 hose as well, connection, because I gather that that's better for vacuum. I do have a bottle of gas here too. I haven't used it at all yet, but I was just thinking about that situation if I was to replace. Well, I don't think I want to touch any AC components at the minute because I don't feel like I've got the knowledge for it. Obviously I messed up on the last one. Hoping Ian turns up at some point and I can see what he does and give me some, teach me a little bit. At some point, I'm sure Ian will turn up. But, well, I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, I've got investing bit by bit, investing a little bit. The machines, I didn't want to really go for a machine because I think they're not reliable and not accurate. Maybe I have the wrong idea, but so started buying everything separate. Buy everything separate. The next step will be a recovery machine, and I'm going for a machine where I can recover both gas. And Ian actually sent me here the ones that you are able to do that. Where is it? Yeah, it has to be A2L safe. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see there. But that recovery units will be good enough to do R134A and R1234YF. And basically everything that I bought, I believe, it should be able to do that. Even on a few piece, you have the program for the R1234YF and other gases as well. I think home as well, yeah, you can do everything. So that would be good. Yeah, just investing a little bit, a little bit every week. Buy tools. You just never stop buying tools, to be honest. Okay, so I was an MOT. I did freelance and covered holidays, sickness. Right, cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. I think basically, because I think an MOT center is where the money is, to be honest, in my opinion. Obviously I love doing diagnosis and learn stuff, electrical and fixing stuff, but in terms of money and time, I think having an MOT center is the way to go. So I'm gonna have to find a bigger place with car parks and stuff like that. And yeah, the plan is a year or 2 years time, hopefully a 1 year. Find a place where I can have a couple bays, maybe 3 bays. That'll be ideal. Another 4 or 5 spots for car park. But nice, great investment. Yeah, it's a little bit expensive. Like when you put your video out there about your electronic gauge. I don't know if I came across a little bit not up nose, if you know what I mean. But my point there was that blood thing is expensive. 600 quid, 600 something I paid for it. So I hope it's a good, a good investment. It lasts, hopefully, accurate. But when you show yours, I'm glad everything is there, does the conversions and everything, because that will help me out, obviously. But and I was glad as well that Ian gave you the conversion table there, so you can do the conversions, which is a way around it. So perfect. Keith McCannell. Sorry if I butcher your name there. Are you going to do more salvage cars like the Ibiza or stick with customer cars? Um, I'm not sure if I'm gonna carry on doing salvage because I think obviously I've got the tools to repair the cars, like let's say mechanically and electrical work, let's say. But when it comes to body work, which you're always gonna have something, I don't feel like I can do that. I would have to obviously get someone to do it. And to be fair, if you're not doing it yourself, I don't think there's profit in it, you know, because obviously paint work and body work is very expensive. By the time you do everything and you leave the car nice and tidy, you're not going to make a profit. You know, you got to buy so dead low on price to be able to make a profit. And the only way you're gonna make a profit is doing it yourself. You know, I'm still gonna buy the odd car in here and there, like I did, but I'm gonna try to stick with my local auction where I can see the body work is all right, and it might have a mechanical issue. I actually bought another Seat, funny enough. So this car here is another project, and this is mine. So it's a little bit newer than the other one. It's a 2011. It's in a great condition, bodywork wise, absolutely mint. The inside of the car, absolutely mint. There's not a scratch. It's 25,000 on the clock. I'm not gonna be able to see very well, but 25,000 on the clock, absolutely mint. Beautiful car, beautiful to drive. Everything's so tight, you know. The engine bay, absolutely. And when I got to the auction, I actually thought, you know, for the price that I paid for this car, and how much it's worth, I don't think this car comes with the engine. And funny enough, absolutely beautiful. You know, so clean, but there's an issue with the engine. You know, that's the caveat there. I will do, let's say, a series of the car. I hope. And yeah, there's some mechanicals issue there, but I don't think I'm gonna touch salvage for a while, at least because I think in my position, I don't think it's if, do it for fun, yes, but you know, you want to make a little bit for your work. Oh, Ian, he is here. Hello, Ian. You all right? Yeah. So yeah, Ian has helped me out a little bit on the with the AC work. You know, he's qualified and have 15 years or 20 years of knowledge, you know, experience working on AC. So great guy to have it around. And yeah, definitely got to set a date to get down. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be lovely to have you down. I've got a few bits now, so you're not gonna have to bring out too much stuff. But you know, obviously, it's nice to have what you have there to show me a few things. You know, I have so many questions regarding EC. Uh, when you deal with repair and just filling up and sort of things like that, maybe find your leak, you don't get the sense of the complexity of an AC system, and it's very complex. You know, if you want to do the job right, I think is very complex. You know, a lot of people don't have the what's the word? Not the idea, but kind of the idea. You know, when you just pop to the shop, put the machine in, the machine does everything. You don't get the full story of how an AC system works. Very, very complicated. And to find leaks like you find of your nitrogen and with the gauge, you know, proper with your tracker as well. It's not nitrogen tracker, it's 95 nitrogen and then 5% something else. I forgot the name. Yeah, he is a wealth of knowledge. 100%. Ian. 2 years now. Year one. The Gibby. Hi. Bet it was high. Yeah. True, bodywork is my biggest downfall. Love this channel, by the way. Appreciate that, mate. Thanks very much. Uh, yeah, try to, well, I don't know, the stuff that I do, I just try to show my day. Hopefully, you know, can see how I do things, my mistakes, my wins, and maybe get something out of it. That's the main uh, yeah, that's what I want for the channel, let's say. But I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm trying to put more videos out. I don't know how it's going. I don't know if you if it's too much, but I'm trying to put a video out every Monday and every Friday now to try to be more consistent now that I have more cars and I'm more comfortable here. And yeah, I hope people are enjoying it. Must dash. Catch you soon. Have a good day. Yeah, Grass. Thanks very much for popping by. And good luck in this sunny weather in Spain. Uh, Ben Evans, just giving you a thumbs up. Thanks very much. Let's have a look how many. Oh, we've got 5 there. That's good. For how many people? We have about 12 people watching. Yeah, I'm not too bothered about views and thumbs up, to be honest. I don't try to concentrate on that sort of thing. I see so many videos on YouTube deserve it 100 million thumbs up and they get so many thumbs down. It's crazy. I was having this conversation with Dave the other day. You can pretty much see, I don't know, a fireman saving a child in a building. I don't know, saving a life, probably one of the greatest things that you can do. And then you get people thumbing the video down. But you never know. It might be not because of his action. It might be the person didn't like the sound or the picture. You never know. But not just what you've done. There's so many variables, but yeah, I never get my head around some videos on YouTube. The ones that deserve a lot of thumbs up, sometimes get a lot of thumbs down. So can't really judge let's say, your videos on that. But thanks very much. Thumbs up is thumbs up. Righto. So yeah, I don't know if I have any more things to say. Yeah, I was in a situation where when I saw that video in the morning, I thought I either postpone the video, which I wanted to be consistent. I want to push myself to be consistent, or do what I did. I just left a link of the 2 minutes that was left for the video there. I thought that was the best thing I could do at the time because I was going to be out all day, and it's sometimes how long it takes to render a video, and then another an hour and a half maybe to upload to YouTube. So I definitely didn't have the time. Could bring my laptop, but I wouldn't have internet with me. I was busy all day, so it's one of those things. But yeah, so strange one with that one. I was actually talking to my friend Luke, and he was like, "What happened to this video, man? I didn't see the end." He said, "Oh, I left link there in the description and the comments. Come on." I know it was a problem, technical issue. I could either not publish on Friday or stay consistent with that little messed up. But anyways, is what it is. I thought that was quite okay. What's your favorite work when fixing a car? I hate clutch changes. Just due to the smell of the oil. Tell you what, my favorite is going to be hard, but I would say electrical. Generally, I find interesting how things work. Uh, and I'm with you in clutch. I hate clutches. I hate the clutch change, especially on the floor, because obviously I'm trying to get a lift here, and I come to a point now where the other day I put a video going to my friend's garage. He has one of those, what do you call a scissor lift, and he's open in the middle, which is really nice. You can do like lots of work underneath. It lifts the car up a meter, which is plenty, like when you're doing, let's say, suspension components or brakes, taking the wheels off and things like that. which is good enough. A meter is better than working on the floor, you know. But this one, you can buy short post, two post lift, which lifts the car 1.6 meter, which I think is the one that I will go for. Um, I'm just like you said, the mess. I'm tired to work on the floor. You move anything in a suspension, the floor gets covered in mud and brake dust and clutch dust, and then working on the floor, you're just rolling on it constantly, you know. And you know what's like. You get itchy clutches, get super itchy. Don't think that stuff is any good for your health. Um, Smell doesn't bother me too much, but yeah, all the dust and stuff does. Uh, each is like crazy, and I don't think it's good for you. But I find also clutches, you don't get paid the right money. You know, it's so much work. You have to take off so much stuff. And I would say most clutch jobs around here, people charge about 160 quid. I find cheap, you know, for the work. It's not easy. I think if you're on a lift where you can support the gearbox and everything else, it's probably better. Doing it on the floor, I'm 41 years old. Every time I do a clutch on the floor, you know, press it on your chest. The next day I'm achy. My chest is achy, my arms achy. You know, I'm not a young boy anymore. But yeah, no, it's clutch is definitely not one of my favorite jobs. I have to say. Favorite, yeah, electrical uh, is definitely the way. I mean, yeah, I get most of my satisfaction on electrical work, and when I get something working again, you know, back working again properly, I get my satisfaction of of that. To be honest. Uh, oh yeah, just Ian, yeah, just stay genuine, Igor. People appreciate that. No Hollywood. Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yeah, that's what I want to kind of pass to people at least. Um, real life stuff. You know, Renato Bernardo. That sounds like a Brazilian fellow. Yeah. Hello, Igor. Do you still work with the Mark III taxi? I do. I do. I actually have the car being MOT'd on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I don't have to do anything with the car. The car is up to date. It's not a taxi anymore. I use it as a van basically because there's no value on that car. Although this is 2013, it has about 270,000 miles, 270,000 miles on the clock. Uh, Being a taxi, the car is great. It's my best car ever in terms of how reliable the car is. It was as a taxi and is now as a van for me. uh, it's If I try to sell, it's worth what, £900. I'm not gonna be able to buy a car which is 2013, which is absolutely perfect, like engine wise. There's no leaks, nothing broken uh, for that sort of money, you know. So I'm definitely not gonna sell the car. I'm gonna keep it for myself. I carry all the scrap metal generally to the tip, and all the uh, cardboard that I have to the tip as well. And I'm just gonna keep as a run around. You know, it's too nice of a car to give it away for 900. You know, I'm never gonna buy a car for 900 quid as good as that. And I totally trust the car. Has always been serviced on time. Um, it never really broke down. I had a couple problems with sensors, one oil switch, uh, GPF sensor, I think once, and what else? And the wear and tear, general wear and tear, clutch, brakes, suspension components. That's it. Nothing else. The engine is the same one, gearbox, absolutely beautiful. And it sounds just like when I bought it. you know, doesn't the engine sounds perfect. So I did the cam belt on it. Always serviced that car 10,000 miles. I know there's a discussion about, oh, I should have done it 5,000, but I think the spec for that car is 12,800 or 18,000 miles, and I served every time 10,000 because obviously I was doing a lot of miles. So I think it took me probably 2 months to get that mileage and then change the oil. So the oil was never older than 2 months. So yeah, keeping that one. So you're probably gonna see more videos in the future, I'm sure. And I still got my wife. My wife's got Mark III GT line as well, which I drove it to Peterborough to see Louisa on Friday. That's why I was out all day. Um, Ian, I wish I was 41. Oh, I don't know how old you are, man, but you look good anyway. I could give you 41, to be honest. The few times that I saw you. By the way, if anybody wants to come on, the link of this live stream is here. If you want to come on and have a word, and I don't know if Ian wants to come on or the other Ian or anybody else really. Some lift, some same, no lift as well. Lifting, holding bell, housing in place when you're along with is impossible. Alone, yeah, alone is difficult. You know, I had a car the other day. To be fair, I had a car the other day. I did the clutch on. The last one was a Peugeot 308, quite new one. Not, I think it was 2010 or something like that. Jesus, on the floor trying to put the gearbox on my belly, and then bench press the thing up, and I just couldn't do it because obviously you laying on the floor trying to grab the thing on your tummy, like, and then lift it up. I just couldn't do it. I got up, tried to lift the gearbox. This is blaming light, but it's just the position, I struggle. And I did a clutch on Toyota Verso. I think it's a 2-liter diesel. Anyway, that thing was heavy. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And deep breath and yeah, managed in the end. But Jesus, I was aching the next day. Paul off the wall. Hello, Paul. Renault Megane 2014 1.5 GCI has P0299 low boost. Can anyone help? Did you? I think you left a message on the video there. Did you? So that is the only fault. Did you go through the live data to see if there's anything out of place? That's what I generally do. And if it sounds like you have a intercooler pipe split or something like that, generally they smoke a little bit, and you can generally hear when it's going over, I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000 RPM. You can hear a hissy noise. So I would at least look at that. But yeah, that's what I would do. But yeah, I never had that on the Renault. B0299 low boost. Can anyone help? I will do that first. And look at the live data. Look at the live data is very important. I don't generally take any notice to engine, type of engines or codes. What I generally do is, that's my brother. Gonna have to speak to my brother later. And 1 second, guys. I'm on the live stream, man. Eu tô numa live stream aqui, depois eu te ligo. Tchau. Sorry, my brother, back in Brazil. So yeah, anyway, Yeah, or full codes as well. I don't take too much notes of full codes. If I have a fault like that, I try to look at the live data for anything out of place and then take it from there. I never had any issues with low boost, I believe, or this P0299, but that's what I would do first. Renato Bernardo, I'm Portuguese. It's a great car, reliable. I have a Clio 4, and later this year I'm doing the belts and water pump change. Cool. I had so far in UK, in Brazil, I always had Volkswagen. Brazil, I had two cars from the age of 18 until I was 23. So 5 years, I had two cars. They were Volkswagen Gol, so GOL. I don't think there's any. It's only Brazil they have this car. It's like a Polo, let's say. And because all my family works for Volkswagen, that's all we had, and it was a great car. I have no complaints at all. Uh, and then I came to UK. My first car was two actually. I had a Ford Escort, which was 97, I believe. Great little car. Loved it. And then after a year and a half, I swapped it, traded in for one of the newer shape, like the old Z-Tech, because it had a great reputation. So comfy, really nice vehicle again. But um, the head gasket went one day, so I think the guy sold me knowing about the head gasket. But anyway, so after that, so obviously marriage and everything else, I bought a Hyundai Sonata, and that was one of my favorite cars as well. That was a 1999 Hyundai Sonata, the old green, like a British green color. Oh my goodness me, I love that car. It so it floated on a motorway, so comfortable. Again, one of the best cars I had. Now, I only had that car for probably about a year and a half because my wife hated it. It was too long. It was like yeah, it was too long. She hated it. So, and then I had a Volkswagen Passat Sport, great car again. My worst car ever. I spent in 3 years, I spent probably about 6.5 grand in injectors and oil pumps. The worst car ever. And then I had a C4 Grand Picasso, pretty much brand new, 9,000 on the clock. Has great as well until I took to Citroen and they put a gearbox jack through the sump and damaged the bottom end. Anyway, so after that, I had this Red Omega Mark 3, best car ever. No issues, never had any trouble, never missed a beat. Apart a couple things, that you expect. And my wife, after I had this one for 6 months, we bought my wife a Renault Megane Mark 3, the same thing, but hatchback GT line. So it's 1.6, a little bit more power. Fantastic. I have no complaints. I don't know about the Mark 2, never had one or Mark 4, but this Mark 3, thumbs up from me. Nearly, 270 on the clock. Cannot ask anymore for the car. See you later, Ian. Gotta go make a living. Thanks for coming, mate. Thanks for popping by. Hello, Chaz. How you doing, mate? Nice to see you. William Oates, service. Say hi to the Norwich crew. Hello, Norwich crew. I already had a guy from Norwich here. He's in Spain now. How are you doing? All right? Hope you're having a good day. I have 4 messages there. How's everyone today? Yeah, doing okay, Jazz. I hope you're doing okay, mate. Just got to clean the garage now and chew as well, crack a beer and do some editing for tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, things are good. Excuse me. Yeah, so I think I'm going to see how much can the Clio last with proper oil changes and general car. Yeah, if you said it was the Mark IV, wasn't it? You have, I don't know what engine you have. Yeah, I don't know what engine you have, but the Mark III. Sorry, it's the Mark III. But if you have the same engine, the K9K, tell you what, it's been great. I have no, I have only good things to talk about the car, to be honest with you. And yeah, still going. What's the mileage on your Clio? All of the wall, you need to check your turbo pressure and hoses. Also check the turbo pressure sensor. Yeah, yeah, that's what I would. When I talk about live data, that's where it comes really handy in that sort of situation because, especially with the hotel, it gives you some figures that it should be in between. If anything is out of place, it goes red. So it really pops out on your face. You can see straight away, okay, that boost pressure is not right and it's not working. I think the only time I had the problem with boost pressure on mine that I might have, I don't remember if I had this code, it was when I had a problem with the GPF sensor or the exhaust pressure sensor on mine. And obviously it was, um, the car was going into link mode. So, but I don't remember if I had that B0299. Might had it. So I'll definitely have a look. If you have, I think mine when the sensor, the exhaust pressure sensor was going, it was going bad. I think when I look at the boost pressures, it was constantly on atmospheric pressure. So from there, you can straight away say, okay, so there's something wrong here. Same as me. Just finished doing another video, so gonna edit now. Ready? 2 videos over the weekend. Cool. Glad to hear you haven't put a video out for a while, man. I haven't seen any notification for a while. Oh, it's the same. Yes. Oh, it's the same. Cool. 140,000. So yeah, that's only young. That's only new to me. 140,000 K. So it's about what, 80,000 miles, something like that. 80 odd. So yeah, that's new, man. Should go a lot longer than that without any issue. Fingers crossed. Mr. Gary, hello, mate. You all right? I hope you do okay, mate. How are things with the family and everyone? I've seen the videos from your dad, but uh, nothing yet from you. No pressure, obviously. Oh, let me put the charger on this computer here. Forgot to put the power in. Yeah, man. Looking forward for the Project Man coming back. Some new videos. Running great so far. Good. Yeah. Renato Bernardo. Charles Predicament. Charles. Yeah. Cool. Perfect. Good to hear, man. There you go, Project Man. There. I forgot about this thing. Yeah, this weekend coming, mate. Cool. But mate, first of all, I hope everything is okay with the family. Uh, Obviously, loss of Olivia, and but I'm glad things are, you're coming back to YouTube with some videos out. Chaz, been busy with all the stuff. It's good to be back doing a few small vids. Been watching both of you and Gary, mate, been watching your dads as well. That's cool. Actually, I went to Thought Park the other day, and I thought about you. I thought, oh, imagine if I pop into Chaz, if I if I see Chaz here, because I know you've got like a pass for the Thought Park, and yeah, it was a great day. It was a bit misty in the morning, but and all the rides are kind of like going to I don't know, they're testing everything all the time, stopping all the queues, and testing all the rides all the time. Is really weird. We bought obviously the, how do you call it, like a priority pass. Otherwise, you'd stay in the queue for like 2 hours. Not fun. All right, so the towers. Ah, we were the towers. Like, yeah, I want to go to Alton Towers, but I think that's the biggest park in UK, isn't it? But I think it's up north somewhere. It's like 5 hours from where I live. 4 or 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours. All right, so Renato Bernardo. A while back, it was thanks to you that I discovered that when the Clio was revving up a little, was because it's regenerating the GPF. Had no idea. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I remember the comments. Yeah, it's quite common, especially when you have cold weather. It's not. Don't notice that much in the summer, but and if all the cars that I see here as well, they're all very problematic with GPFs. Obviously issues, not the whole system. Something fails. With the Renault Megane, I had zero, 270,000 miles. I had zero problems with GPF. Never had to do anything. Force regen, put anything in the tank, nothing. Never done nothing. So in that respect, GPF can be a really pain uh, for owners. Money wise, and also trying to find the issue. But zero issue with the Mark III. Unbelievable, so good. And that was one of the things that I've noticed as well. Every winter, obviously, I was sitting around a lot, because it was a taxi. It would regenerate by itself, how it should be doing, uh, various time for the day. Maybe 7 time on a 10 hour shift it would do, and then in the summer you wouldn't even notice. But yeah, it's normal, absolutely normal in that case. Obviously, it's doing its job to clear the GPF. Get super hot in there, but yeah, it's working good. Uh, I see your photo. Maybe Thorpe got Legoland in half term as well. It's Staffordshire. It takes me about 4 hours. Oh, it's Staffordshire, yeah. Because I did look up. I know Alton Towers, I believe, is the biggest park in UK, and I wanna go there. But yeah, it's a little bit far. So Thorpe Park is only, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe. So a lot easier. And then we have well, it's not really a park. We had what's the name of the park that we have here? It's not for children really. Peppa Pig World thing. Forget the name of the park, but it's literally down the road from here, we went there quite a few times. Thought something was wrong with the car. Yeah, yeah, you would have thought so, but it's just how it's doing its job to keep the GPF clear. And in the winter, obviously, it's harder to keep the temperature in the GPF because obviously you have 4 degrees outside or even lower sometimes. In a warmer day, uh, yeah, you wouldn't need to regenerate that many times. Like I said, when I said like 7 times, and when it was like 0 degrees or -1, it would generate a lot. That sort of many times. 7 times throughout the shift because it's trying to keep the GPF certain temperature to keep it clean, basically. You know, so or burn some of the suit. When he sees that the suit levels goes up, the regeneration comes on, and then you see, it goes from maybe 700 to 900 RPM for a while, and then it goes back down again. But it's totally normal. Oh, I've got a leg on Tuesday for two nights. Oh man, Project Man, enjoy that, man. I love those sparks, man. I absolutely love it. so relaxing, and the adrenaline that you have going on the rides is just, I love it. I love speed. I wouldn't say like I'm 100% confident or comfortable with heights, but my attitude is I can see everybody going. There's nothing happen. I'm going too. I just want to. The adrenaline is like, oh, you live the ride. It's like, wow, love it. Gary Legoland School, so much fun for everyone. Ottawa is in UK, the biggest park as in space. However, Legoland is in UK, the busiest park for people. Peppa Pig is, oh yeah, Bolton's Park. That's right. That's right. It's literally, I don't know, 25 minutes max from me. Yeah, Autumn Towers at some point. Oh, thanks for getting back. Change the EGR valve. New boost actuator. All boost hose okay. Red hose pipe. PPF sensor was split. So new hose from the Renault Steelers. Did that fix the issue? I'm interested to know if that fixed. I mean, you just done that now? Because you put a message there about this boost issue, but you changed these things now. So GPF sensor was split. So yeah, if the GPF sensor was split, it would definitely mess up with. It could bring into sleep mode, maybe bring that fault to P0299, and then go into sleep mode basically, because it's not going to be able to measure the differential pressure from before and after the GPF. So yeah, it will basically see atmospheric pressure on one side, and the back of the GPF is it's not going to be that much pressure really, but yeah, it will very likely to bring a fault up and then into limp mode. Yeah, we went last year, Charles. Kids love it. Did you had any training to be a mechanic, or are you a DIY like me? What's your background? Background. I went to college for mechanics, general mechanics, not just cars, but general mechanics, where you get all the basics, basically. And I did electronics as well. Uh, Electronics, and then I did a little bit of CNC for about 6 months. But never worked on it. Obviously, always tinkering around cars all my life, but I never really worked on a garage or anything like that. I always worked in the office, commercial jobs, and I went to uni for um, actually business administration for 3 years. Um, yeah, so yeah, I never. Well, that's my background, the college that I did. So it's 2 years and a half. So 2 years of mechanics and electronics, and then it's 6 months of CNC. The old program CNCs to do make parts and stuff like that. Okay, so you haven't fixed it. No, it keeps coming back, right? Okay. Why did the pipe split? They think that because there's a pipe and then there's a metal tube. Have you tried to see if the tube is blocked? Perhaps there's a rubber hose, and then the other part of the hose is like a solid, quite hard piece of metal that goes to you screw into the GPF. Okay, so there we go. So now it keeps coming back. Carrick, you mean the GPF hose on the rear side of the GPF or the engine? I can't remember the position of it, to be honest. I haven't worked on the GPF on that car for so long now, and the videos are so old. Should do a car guy meet up a park? That'd be fun. No guy, we get stuck going around Duplo Valleys, Fairy Tale Brook, no man. Anyway, this is meant to be a car channel. How's ST doing? Okay, so talks about Gary. But if it happens, Chaz, I'm quite happy to turn up, mate. I've seen that problem much. Okay, so that's Caracol. Maybe new GPF sensor. If you look at my video, if you go through my playlist, if you have the K9K engine like I have on mine, I actually show the spec of the voltage that you should be having just with the multimeter, and that will give you some answers there. If all the pipes are unblocked, you could check the voltage. If you got signal, I think you have a 5-volt signal there, ground, and then yeah, I don't know if they are no 5 volts power supply, ground, and then the signal wire. And the signal wire, obviously, when it's idling, should be a certain voltage. And then when it accelerates 1,500 revs, it should go to another voltage. And the specs are there in the video that I made for over 2 years ago when it happened. I see you later, guys. See you later, Chaz. Back in daily use, Chaz. All right, about the ST. That GPF sensor can also be burned sometimes. Oh, Cartal, I don't know. Do you work a lot on Reynolds? That's good to have here, man, because you know that sometimes when you work, when you have that car or work on that make all the time, you see a lot of, let's say, issues that you see all the time, and then you get more experience with the car and also patterns, Check also your turbo boost regulator and your turbine wheel of the turbo. Good, down. That's good. We got a good motor. Yeah, keep in mind save too. This shows next year, right? Oh yeah, Shaz got an ST220 as well. I think you guys have the same generation ST220, isn't it? But anyway, guys, it's been an hour, 7 minutes. Nice to see you all. I just wanted to obviously show my face, have a chat with you all, and talk about that last video that went wrong at the end. But yeah, if anybody wants to view this video, there's a link there where you can see the last 2 minutes of the video. I did speak to the owner, like I said, no issues after replacing the vacuum solenoid, and the car works perfectly. And it's something that I don't know why something so simple was just thrown around like that, and had a guy remapping, trying to get, do you know what I mean? And then I think they inserted the wrong key in the car and it broke the key lock. That's what I believe. That's why the key was coming out and giving me some immobilizer codes and stuff like that. But anyway, it's one of those cars. I was glad to find the issue because it was quite straightforward when I took the car for a drive. But I wasn't very confident I was going to get the car fixed because I couldn't trust any live data, or I felt that way anyway. But the guy said, "Look, it's 40 quid. I'm gonna buy it. It's his car." I said, "Fine, mate. If you wanna buy it, I don't think it's gonna fix it. I'm not very confident it's gonna fix it, but fit it in and it drives perfectly." So, and it hasn't missed a beat, hasn't misfire like before. And that was the main complaint when they brought the car. This car just misfires at 3,000. What the hell is going on? So before I drove the car, I was just kind of like concentrating on that. And then I thought, no, let me take this car for a drive. That's when I felt like no power, like the turbo wasn't coming on. Turn the car off, have a look around, visual inspection, came in, start the car again. The car's got power. And then after, I don't know, less than a minute, no power again. I was like, jeez. So it's definitely going to a limp mode. But the theory there, obviously, I didn't know how to test it to prove it, but I think the solenoid there was a bit knackered, and maybe the ECU could see it didn't like something, because obviously if it goes like a low resistance, let's say, or something like that, obviously the ECU is gonna see more voltage coming through, so shut down to protect something. I don't know. There you go, Renato Brand. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, man. It's an absolute pleasure. I'm just sharing my days here. I hope you guys can get something out of it. It's absolute pleasure. No problem at all. I have the facelift model with CMA. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, nice to see you too, Chaz. Cheers, Renato. Kirka. No, I don't work by Renault. I've worked for 6 years by Volkswagen, Seat, Skoda, and we've got sometimes lease cars of Renault. Cool. 6 years by Volkswagen. Wow. Whereabouts was that? Kirka. Cheers, Paul. No worries, Paul. Anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna love you and leave you. Just gonna tidy up the garage here, go home, crack a beer, and do some YouTube stuff, some thumbnails, and some stuff they have to go through for the videos of this week. So stay tuned. Thanks very much for being here, for popping by to see me, and have a great week. I'll see you later. Bye.